Yo, what's good? We finna get into a Fantano video called "What is Drake Doing?" I have no idea what we finna get into. I have no idea what he's talking about. But we finna find out. So let's go. What the F is Drake doing?
I can't believe we got AI Drake before GTA 6. Is that a meme? Is that funny? Hey everyone, Anthony I. Tano here, the internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you're doing well. I feel like a lot of you know that I couldn't possibly give up the chance to talk about two of the largest topics on this channel coming together. And just for further context, this is far from the first time Drake and artificial intelligence have intermingled. After all of those AI vocal modeling tracks that were popping off on platforms like TikTok not too long ago, some of the biggest of them prominently featured AI versions of Drake's voice. There was also that infamous tailor-made freestyle that Drake himself recorded and dropped in the midst of his beef with Kendrick Lamar, which he lost. But yeah, on that track, he copied the voices of Tupac Shakur as well as Snoop Dogg, using their likenesses, as it were, to kind of play head games with Dot. And now this latest instance of AI Drake, I will say is a lot less consequential, but still somehow more hilarious, and it comes in the form of this like weird short form music video visual piece that was recently placed onto Drake's YouTube channel. Now it's actually a part of a series of fan submitted music video propositions, I guess you could say, through this drakerelated.com/videos page. You could basically see all of the different music video ideas and concepts that were submitted, some of which actually are legitimately impressive, and even those that don't seem to have like a high budget or a large amount of expertise going into them, at the very least bring a lot of heart and effort. I mean, this one girl bunnies animation that was submitted features a shot of a Drake DJ that has got to be about one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. But look, I know on this channel and on my main channel, we have a bit of a reputation for being critical of Drake, but I think these types of fan submission art contests are actually pretty cool if you manage them well. The issue is, though, some of these submissions clearly make use of AI, and that is especially the case for this very terrible visual we are about to go over right now, which is said to be quote-unquote directed by Annie Burke. And the description of the visual says, AI art-based treatment showcasing Drake in a therapy/group session discussing conflict between him and a girl we assume is his lover, while Party Next Door supports him throughout. Okay, obviously for the purposes of this video, I'm not going to play the song Somebody Loves Me, but we will be taking a look at the visual here just to see what we're cooking with. We have a supremely thick looking Drake, a very thick Drake over here, thick beard, thick eyebrows, thick everything, just like a very meaty, beefy looking Drake. This is like an Eastern Bloc Drake, I would say, maybe. I love how disorienting this is. We're like looking at a motion of walking, of several things happening, but there's a cut every second. Why? What? Why? Okay, I presume this is the therapist. This is who the therapist is. He's like, hey Drake, come sit down, come to therapy. Drake's like, oh, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, looking a little less wrinkly, sitting and thinking, being contemplative. Drake's just swimming in the water now. What is this Drake? He looks part clay character, but then also CGI. It's like moral oral, but Bob the Builder at the same time. I also love how every single shot, Drake seemingly has like a different number of tattoos. Yeah, everybody's at the party now. Party Next Door is there, and I guess that guy is like OVO Chet, whoever the hell that is with sunglasses. I know this Drake. I've interviewed this Drake. Okay, yeah, director Annie Burke, producer this person. What was directed here? And then the whole thing just like devolves into a bunch of sexy songs for you logos like going on forever, that like just for the rest of it, that's it. Okay, look, I'm sorry, like I know this was a part of like some kind of cute little contest that the OVO camp is trying to do over here, but like this is embarrassing. This is ridiculous. I feel like you don't put this out unless you're lazy and you don't care about your fans. Like you legit don't care about what your fans see attached to your name if you release this visual to the world, because it's hideous, It's ugly. It's insulting. It's also kind of a spit in the face to the artists who also had their works submitted, who comparatively, due to the drama of the stupid AI bullshit in this clip, now have their videos and their work and their contributions getting less views and less discussion and less engagement because this whole eyesore piece of crap here is stealing all the attention. And also, while again this whole contest thing is for sure adorable, if you wanted to do some kind of like promotional visual for Somebody Loves Me, you could have like footed the bill for a legitimately great music video from some up and coming creator who's never had an opportunity like this, rather than splitting the attention between a bunch of other different creators, some of which are just making AI slop. But yeah, beyond this, I just also wanted to quickly touch down on another very interesting and important piece of Drake news right now, and that's the recent release of his Iceman Episode 3 thing, the third installment of this ongoing episodic visual clusterfuck, which he's been using to progressively get fans more and more excited for his next album, and also like, you know, tease song snippets and also like, you know, build a bit of lore around the album involving these Pinocchio figures chasing him down. And I'm not going to dive into the visuals or the delusions that are represented in the symbolism in the Iceman Episode 3 thing, but what I will say is that the reception around especially this third installment of Iceman has not really been panning out in Drake's favor. Some of the biggest streamers reacting to this thing came away from it either desperately looking for ways to positively spin it, or are just looking downright disappointed by how underwhelming and uninteresting it all was.
It sounds like Sweeter Man. Hey. This is hard on God. The biggest waste of my God.
I actually think Kai Cenat had the most apt observation of the whole thing, just kind of stating it clear that this whole kind of like coded, symbolic, subtext, faux art school crap Drake is serving up here, like, this is not...
When your dog hears the call of the wild...
I ain't gonna lie. Since I'm hitting this ad, I might as well speak right now, but I agree, bro. Like, I ain't trying to sit through like an hour long, 2 hour long, 3 hour long stream of you driving around the city and then you play the music right in the middle. Or the second one of you getting chased around with Pinocchio, whatever, and then you play the song. Or the third one, you're freestyling, whatever. Like, I don't care about all this extra shit, bro. Just show the song and give me a, like... I respect the fact that you're trying to do something different for the rollout. I could give you that, but like, dog, you doing too much.
His fans go to him for.
They're spamming hidden messages, bro. That's dragged out. I'm not gonna lie. They're spamming hidden messages that's dragged out to make it look artistic. I can't fake it. I can't fake it. That was ass. That was so ass.
And on top of that, not only were a lot of people underwhelmed by the experience of Iceman Episode 3 artistically, but a lot of his most vapid and rabid supporters on Twitter came away unhappy with the lack of a red button push here, or in other words, the drop or divulgence of some kind of like significant piece of information that would, you know, validate the thousands of man hours they have put in online defending not only the very poor performance he showed in the beef with Kendrick, but also the terrible ass lawsuit that he is still trying to ram down everyone's throats. But yes, with the release of Iceman 3, no such button push happened, and the only somewhat positive thing to come out of it is that I guess we are now getting the Drake Yeet Doghouse track that was featured in the episode, the full-length version of it released, which was just about the only moment from Iceman Episode 3 people generally reacted positively to. But there was one other good thing to come out of Iceman Episode 3, though, and that is some of the delusional ass comments supporting it. One of the funniest of which goes as follows. Also, for context, this tweet specifically references a scene in Episode 3 where Drake is seemingly about to get, like, you know, bang broed by 3 Pinocchio dudes who've been chasing him down. One of my favorite scene is at the end of Iceman video. Drake turns his back and spreads his arms wide. No defense, no panic, showing he's at peace. It's not surrender. It's mastery. And like yoga, the open hands symbolize grounding and release. Their hunger doesn't weaken him. Their hunger only feeds his legend. I feel like Drake hates his fan base. I don't think you release this much boring, uninspired slop to your fan base if you actually cared about the art you were generating and you cared about the way it impacted the people who are watching and consuming everything you do. If you did, you would think that you would actually want to release something inspired to the public, something passionate or exciting, driven by something other than just the need to release something to make money. And this is the thing with the AI generated slop. Like, already artists are at a point, because of the algorithm and the way that music streaming and content works right now, that everybody is releasing as much stuff as they possibly can, as fast as they can, to maintain the constant engagement of their followers and of their audience. When you're constantly working at that pace, you're gonna start putting out some watered down stuff. But now with AI, we're getting that same level of mediocrity, but like watered down even further. And now we're clearly seeing a point where Drake's fans seem to care more about him and the music he's releasing than he actually does, as they're sitting here confused as to why the quality seems to be dropping so rapidly. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna leave it there. Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up, or the link to subscribe.
Well, I really think that Drake needs to lock in terms of his Iceman, man. Like, this project, a lot of us have been waiting on it. We want to see what he's packing, man. There's been a lot of stuff going on in his life. There's a lot that's been going on since the beef, since the lawsuit, since XYZ. So I feel like he's been doing a lot of things to kind of deter us. I wonder, like, I really thought like that Iceman was gonna be his like talking my shit album, right? As soon as he dropped What Did I Miss, I heard that shit. I was like, okay, with all the guns, with the aggression, I was like, okay, bet. Then he does that song with Central C. I was like, okay, moving away a little bit. Then, you know, the other tracks come out and I'm like, okay, I don't know what you're doing anymore. You kind of look like you're confused a little bit. He made the point about the red button, like it sounded like you were gonna do something, but you ain't done nothing. So it's like, you know, we just waiting on Drake's next move, you know. And I don't want to be waiting too long, because honestly, I feel like I don't even want to say that. I was gonna say this is Drake's last chance, but I'm tired of Drake dropping very inconsistent albums. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still like the GOAT and he's still up there and everything like that, but like as of late I've only been enjoying like singles or like certain songs from projects and stuff like that. Like, it's been a while since I've had like a full project, or like the majority of the project that I enjoy, you know? Which begs the question, like, is Drake a project artist? Like, does he still have it in him? But anyways, that's all for that video. Let me know what you guys think about this new Drake stuff, and if you guys, you know, had a moment to check out the AI videos that he's doing, and what you guys think of the new AI art that's been coming out lately. You feel me? Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
All right,
Yeah. I'm getting gritty on these niggas. I'm getting gritty on these bitches. Here we go, now they talking again. Yeah. I'm getting gritty on these niggas. I'm getting gritty on these bitches. Here we go, now they talking again. Yeah. I'm getting gritty on these niggas. I'm getting gritty on these bitches.